Hello my loves, welcome to today's reading. So today's reading is all about your messages, love messages, from the time that you click this video. So yes, this video is timeless. Now for today's reading we have 4 piles to choose from. And the way it works for those who are new to this channel or this concept is that you have a couple of groups, crystals, piles to choose from. And then just try to feel which one attracts your attention the most. The way this can happen is that you feel a tingling sensation in your chest or in your gut once you look in one of the piles. It could be that your eye gets drawn to one more than the rest. Those all could be signs that this pile could be yours. If you're being attracted to more than one pile, that can also happen. That means that there are messages in the second, third, and fourth pile for you as well, because you are all individuals, my loves, and you have different situations. So it could be that one pile has messages that resonate to your specific situation in one or another aspect. But that being said, once you're done choosing your pile, you can scroll down to the comment section below or to the description box, and you can find the timestamps that correspond to each of the readings. After clicking the timestamp, you're going to be redirected to your pile that you chose and watch all about your love messages in the nearest future from the moment you click this video. Yay! That being said, let's introduce the piles. So first we have group number 1 with rose quartz. Then we have group number 2 with rhodonite. We have group number 3 with blue lace agate. And group number 4 with carnelian. So whichever pile calls out to you, no need to rush, you can take all the time that you need. Try also not to overthink it, because sometimes it can cloud your judgment. But yeah, until then, I'm gonna start with group number 1. Hello, group number 1. If you chose the rose quartz here, then this is your reading about your love messages in the very near future. It is a timeless reading, so it impacts your nearest future from the moment you watch this video. Now, we're, as usual, going very spontaneous, and we're going to be shuffling on camera. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. So first, let's have a look into your 3 main aspects. Like, we're going to look at the tarot cards and see the 3 cards that represent your love life next shortest future that is relatable to you. So, group number 1, love messages. This one. The Magician. We're starting strong. Okay. Let's see, this one. Okay, the 6 of Cups. And I'm pretty sure there's one more here. Okay, and the 8 of Wands. On the back we have the King of Pentacles and the 9 of Swords. So right away, I'm seeing that this has to do with somebody who you have thought about. It doesn't have to be an ex right away before we go into this panic mode. But it's somebody who you know or you thought about, or you have some rosy memories, some good memories about. It could be also a person who you've been dreaming a lot in the past time. It doesn't have to be somebody who you already were with before, but it can be also a person who you kind of fantasized a lot about. And for some of you, it could mean this message here with the Magician next to the 6 of Cups, that this person who you thought and dreamed of, you know, reconnecting and thought it was impossible, it actually happens. And this actually signifies connection, getting together. Sorry for the dogs in the back. But yeah, let's take the dogs in the back as a message, right? It could be that they reach out to you. The communication gets stronger. On the other side, okay guys, let me close the window, sorry for that. In this neighborhood, unfortunately or fortunately, dogs are really active, so sorry you had to hear that. So on the back we have the King of Pentacles, which is a very practical and very stable energy. So this makes me think that this is there to stay. So it actually finally gets practical ground. And since we have on the other side the 9 of Swords in reverse, which talks about worries, about mainly worries, worries about something. And since we're doing a reading on your love life, it could be worries regarding the specific person, the specific situation. But it's in reverse, so it means that this situation, it gets over, it gets cleared, and something really secure and stable steps into your life. Now, once again, it has to do most likely with somebody either that you dreamt about a lot, or it could be also that somebody from your past, but you technically have very good associations with them. Like you have like really good memories with them. So there's pleasant moments that come to your mind about this person. So it could be a person from the past, or it could be a person that you daydreamed a lot about. and you just fantasize how it can go. But I see the situation that you kind of thought it was not moving or was impossible. Perhaps you even had some worries about it on the back, like we saw on the Knight of Swords. It resolves, it changes, and there is some sort of connection happening here. I think, regarding the fact that right now you probably cannot hear it, but the dogs are still barking on the back, I think this indicates communication, really strong communication. I think this is what is going to be happening for the next couple months, weeks. We can really tell because this is a timeless reading, so it can depend on your situation. But communication will get better. And things kind of will start moving where you thought they didn't. And Magician also can signify manifestation. So once again, if you believe that this connection is not going anywhere, or there is no progress, or, you know, maybe you thought this person was too good for you, you daydreamed about them, or it is a person from your past that you have good memories about, but yet things didn't work out, but you would perhaps like to have something with them and you thought about them here and there. Well, the Magician is a manifestation card that makes things happen. And they will reach to you. There is a strong, this Eight of Wands talks about a very strong connection, a fast and strong communication with this person, and it's there to stay because we had the Pentacles, the maximum Pentacles energy, the King of Pentacles on the back of the deck. All right, I'm gonna get you one card here. This is a Spellcasting Oracle cards, and right away this one, Compassion. Oh. On the back, we have the Travel and the Answers. So definitely the Answers makes me think about communication, and also about the fact that you will receive a kind of like a feedback on these thoughts that you had. Because, you know, it's kind of a double, like it's two sides of a coin, basically. Because we first saw the Six of Cups, but we also saw the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, sorry. So it's kind of like you have good memories, but you also worry about this. Perhaps you had like this, because perhaps it gave you also sleepless nights. Nine of Swords can also give you sleepless nights as a sign. Travel, you see, this can indicate long distance situation, or the fact that there is some sort of travel and could be involved in the situation. Also, it could refer to long distance relationships, or somebody who was away for some time and maybe that's the reason of this connection didn't work. Maybe there was a distance between. Maybe somebody just was not in the same location with you at that point of time, and maybe this kind of gets an answer. It's very individualistic. It depends on your specific situation. But the point is here, the main message is that there is a connection with somebody who you thought about, dreamt about, and it's generally a very positive perception of that person that you have. So even if it's an ex, it's not something that you wouldn't want, let's say. The compassion makes me think about, actually, let me tell you what the compassion makes me think about. Even though it says compassion, in the past few readings, I've been perceiving this as a very different type of message because of how the representation is. The compassion could be your, could refer to your intuition, basically, and to your channeling. Because when I was looking at this card very often in the previous readings, it associated to me with manifestation, kind of like, you know, getting the universe and materializing your thoughts into action in this like planet here that she holds. So this associated to me with manifestation actually a lot of times, and the compassion in general associates to me with inner feelings, with intuition, with something more soul-based. So since it drops underneath the Magician, it could be that something that you were thinking about manifests into action. So if you want to get together with that person, it will happen, whether it's somebody from your past or somebody who is from your present, but you thought things wouldn't work out with them for one or another reason. Right, let me get you one more card. This one. Yeah, okay, see? Underneath the Six of Cups, we have the walking away. So since we have the travel, and it could be that this person just changed locations, or things didn't work out with this. It could be that they are at the moment when you watch this reading in a different location. In the back, we have the sixth chakra, which is the third eye chakra, and it kind of makes me think about manifestation and kind of tuning in your psychic gifts and carrying connections. So I think you really manifest this connection. But honestly, if it's meant to happen, manifest it or not, it will come to your life very naturally. So yeah, something before didn't work out, or it could be also if you're not physically in real plane, 3D plane, know this person yet, it could be like if you haven't met them like in real life, it could be that it's somebody who you actually dreamt about, maybe saw somewhere, and maybe this connection happens. Or maybe if you haven't dated, it's basically a connection that didn't work out before or couldn't happen because you believed it couldn't happen, but it's a positive connection that you wished it could happen. With the walking away, it can be a lot of things, actually, my loves. It depends on your situation. So it can be, as I said, they're in different location. They could be long-term, long distance. I keep mixing the words. Long distance relationship. It could be that you haven't really met them in real life, but you have been dreaming about them. Like maybe you saw them somewhere on social media. This is like a very minor situation, but it could be also related to this. And also it could be that you never really had like any relationship with this person, but maybe they're in the same workplace, let's say, as you. Maybe they're in the same studies as you, and you thought they're unreachable, nothing's gonna happen with them. So this is kind of like the walking away, kind of like either way you distance yourself from them or they did. The point is, it's somebody who you thought about. It's somebody who you actually have a positive perception of, and finally things start moving. I think after each card I keep repeating myself in the same manner, but welp. Okay, let me get you one more card. Let's see what else can we see. Oh, this one don't call out to me that much. I wonder. Okay, now they do. She who grants wishes. Okay, yes, see? Manifestation. Manifestation, something that you wished for, something that you wanted is finally happening. And look how perfectly these cards are aligned, and I really love when this happens. So you know, we have the manifestation here, then we have like something that didn't work out, or like there was a distance in between, and then we have the connection, like finally the wish getting granted, the wish is happening. Wish, desire, hope. Eilis. A beautiful name, by the way. Anyways, so yeah, a connection, I think it's a very wanted connection, because we have here manifestation and a wish coming true. It is a wanted connection, my loves. And if you think that's a connection with your ex, whether it is, whether it's not, it could be, but it's not a negative. It's not something that you wouldn't want. Okay, this speaks for itself, I guess. I'm gonna get you the Romance Angel Oracle cards, actually. And we're gonna see a bit more. I mean, the message is pretty clear, but maybe we see some extra messages, you know, on the side. Let's see. What else can we see about group number 1? Oh, well, great. Make the effort in the back, and then honeymoon. Honeymoon makes me think again about traveling sometimes because of the representation. So it could be some sort of element of traveling and distance in a location to be the aspect here. Now the wedding, I make the effort, it's about things kind of taking action, more or less. The wedding could indicate that this person could be somebody who you could seriously be in a long-term relationship with. So it doesn't have to be that you marry this person. If you want to, it has a potential, but this card can also signify that this is a serious commitment relationship, basically. And as we saw with the King of Pentacles here, it is a very secure and kind of very... The King of Pentacles generally makes me think, when it comes to relationships, about like very secure and very long-term kind of relationship. So the wedding, I guess, indicates that this could be potentially something that could lead in the long term into a wedding, into a marriage, but take it as it resonates. It can also indicate that this relationship is a long-term one. It is not something to just go by, you know, and it is there to stay for a while. All right, I really want to get you one more card. I'm just not sure which. Let's try this one. I should have prepared these cards, actually. Now I'm just opening them. Okay, let's get you the monkeys. They're not called monkeys. I always call them monkeys, whatever. I'm gonna get you one message more to see what else can we see here. Actually, maybe get you more messages. So let's see. This one. Work occupation. So for a lot of you, it could be that you meet this person through work or education. Now, it could be an individual message, so it doesn't have to be for everyone. But for a lot of you, it could be that you meet this person through work, through some sort of work circumstances, or through your education, or through your professional environment. So yeah, it could be that, or it could be the reason why you reconnect. It could be something that has to do with that, and it kind of brings you closer to one another. Okay, I don't know what else to get you. The messages are pretty clear, so I'm not elaborating too much here. But I really want to get you one more card. I'm going to get you the Menology. Menology. All right, think about your person. Think about all this that we got inspired by, and let's get you one more card. With the balance, spirituality, and practicality. Pisces. Okay, in the back we have, look at the bigger picture and you're good enough. So, maybe that really indicates that you thought that you're not good enough for this person, or things wouldn't work out with this, or, you know, some self-doubt is a bit of an element here. But this suggests you to look a little bit, like, you know, to withdraw and look a little bit to the bigger picture, and that it obviously says that you're good enough, my loves, so don't even question it. Now, this card, full moon in Pisces, it can indicate a couple of things. So I'm gonna go through a lot of scenarios because we didn't really put a label on this specific card. First, it can be that this person is a Pisces, or you are, or you have Pisces in your chart. That could be moon, sun, rising, or Venus, because we're looking at love. Also, it could finally indicate the moment when you start either way dating, or when you start kind of getting to know each other better. I think dating or getting to know each other better. And this could be in March, basically. I think the March month, around that area, around that time, is really significant. So once again, it could indicate star sign. Take it as a rest date. I should have labeled this, actually. It could indicate the star sign. It could indicate the time when you start meeting them, like dating them. And also, I think that's all the messages, actually. Okay, and I'm getting a little bit slower now, so I think the messages are, I think I'm not receiving anything else. Okay, that was a little bit short, but I hope you're still able to enjoy it. That's kind of it for the day. So it looks really good, actually. It looks like a manifestation and a wish getting granted. It could be that for some of you, it happens through work, through your professional environment, or through your education too. It could be also that you meet this person in March, or they're Pisces and have significant areas in their natal chart as Pisces. It could be moon, sun, rising, or Venus. It is definitely a long-term relationship. Like it's something secure. It's something secure. So whether you want the wedding to happen or not, it has the potential for it, and it can happen if you let it be. But it is a wanted connection. Okay. That's it. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Let me know in the comment section below what resonated, what didn't. Also, feel free to like and subscribe. That really helps the channel, and I really appreciate every one of you guys. And you know it already. If you don't, then I'm gonna repeat it myself like a broken record again and again. But that's it for the day. Hope you enjoy your day, and I'll be seeing you in my next videos. Bye! Hello, my group number 2s. If you chose the Rider-Waite stone here, then this is your reading about your love life and what is going to be happening in your love life in the near future, I guess. It is a timeless reading, so it counts from the time that you clicked on it, and can refer to a couple of months, a couple of weeks. It depends. Maybe we see messages that clarify the time frame. But in the near future, we're looking in the near future, whatever that means to you. From the moment you click this video, we're going to be very intuitive today, and I mean, we always are intuitive, so it's not big news, but and we're going to shuffle you the cards here first, the tarot ones, to see the overall message, and then we're going to add complementary messages with oracle cards. All right, let's get started. So group number 2, what is your love life like in the near future? This one. Okay, we have the 8 of Swords. Love life in the near... there was one. Okay, we'll find it again. Love life in the near future. Okay. All right. Right away, my loves. I think you're recovering from a relationship, or from something that's really hurt you before. First of all, we have the 8 of Swords, we have the Temperance, and we have the 4 of Pentacles. Now, in combination, this makes me think, the Temperance always makes me think about balance, about recovering, about getting better, about something in your inner world, basically. And the 4 of Pentacles, sometimes you can talk about like holding too tight to something, or you can also talk about nothing really moving, or like a sense of stability and security in terms of like nothing really developing. So what does this can mean? altogether. So we have the Eight of Swords, which talks about confusion. It could also talk about just kind of being drifted a lot in thoughts. Sometimes when this card comes through, it makes me think about somebody who is really drifted in their thoughts. They can't really tell anymore how is really the case when the situation really confuses you and you really get slowly tired of this. And I feel like this confusion is going away with the Temperance. It makes me think about clarity in general. Clarity of mind, clarity of understanding, kind of balance in your inner emotions, in your inner state. And this makes me think that there is no exactly, from the moment you click this video, there is no exactly an evident connection that you're going to be letting in, because I think there is a time for you to recover from something. So it could be that before there was a connection that really confused you. You were not sure what it is about, like what does this person want, or maybe you were not sure about in general about your love life, but something really, really like some sort of thoughts really, really, let's say, played with the emotion in your mind, and you take the time to recover from this and kind of back off from relationships for now. Now, I think this talks probably about the short future. I mean, it depends on your inner state, because I think when you actually meet the person, everyone will eventually meet their person. I'm a very big optimist in that. But that's going to be when you recover from something that you've been through before, with an unsuccessful relationship, most likely, because we're looking at love. On the back, we have the Six of Pentacles and then the Strength. Now, the Strength makes me think that you're recovering again, you're getting stronger. And the Six of Pentacles in this case makes me think like about this baby steps. Like, look at how in this image, in the traditional deck, the person is, you know, little by little giving like this crisps here. I feel like this is kind of how you're going to be doing it in the physical plane, the 3D, because it's also practical, material, earth energy here. You're going to be step by step kind of recovering here. So yes, I think there is some sort of recovery ongoing, and the process of it will make you get stronger and will get you in this Temperance mode where you're going to be feeling very released, finally clear-minded, because I feel like there was a lot of confusion. Whether this could be your overthinking and you're thinking that about the situation too much, or, you know, not being able to see the facts and the clarity anymore because it's like too much of this. And then all of a sudden it gets, I mean, not all of a sudden, but it's a gradual progression where you get recovered, when you get a little bit better, when you get clarity of mind and peacefulness of the soul. I think it would be even your choice to a little bit, for now, back off from relationships, romantic relationships, that is. This is what also the Four of Pentacles can talk about, because this talks about the material aspects. Like, it is an earth energy, so it talks about how we reflect on the material plane. So it means material. What does it mean? It means like if you start dating, it happens in the material plane, the physical plane. It's more about the practical aspects of starting to date, going on dates together, you know, kind of, I hope you know what I mean. Anyways, point is, you would try most likely to just preserve your state of material well-being that you have at that point of time, like not really get a problem, new dates, just try to recover from something that you went through. What is that? We can have a look in a second. Let me get you one more card. I lost it. Okay, so let's see, what could this refer to? Okay, finding. On the back we have Spirit Guide and Trust. So I think it's a very self-reflection, healing period for you, group number 2s. But this finding makes me think about finding your peacefulness, finding yourself, and changing something about your life. Look at the butterfly here. So it makes me think about, yeah, finding your true self. And the Spirit Guide on the back with the Trust here, it makes me think that you're not going through this alone. You have a really strong support of Spirit Guides, and they're going to guide you through this process of self-rehab, of this healing. So whatever you went through here, and everyone's situation is individual, we don't have that many messages so far on this, but whatever you went through and whatever confused you and whatever made your mind clouded and your judgment, and kind of like, you know, when we think about something too much, it gets burdensome, it clouds our judgment, our emotions, and also makes us question ourselves. So I think this is the time of your life that when you will try to find and bring yourself back to your healthy and loving self. And I think if you look at this picture, like how she hugs herself, I feel like this card literally talks about finding yourself and about loving yourself, about appreciating yourself, about giving yourself more credit and value, about trusting yourself, because we have the Trust in the back. It is more about self-healing, self-reflection season for you, group number 2s. And I'm sorry if that doesn't sound very optimistic, but I think this is a good process because afterwards you'll be able to find the best person for yourself, my loves. Let me get you one more card. Oh, this one, that was fast. Okay, great. Third chakra, Archangel Camel. I hope I pronounced correctly. This is about the solar plexus chakra. This is about your strength, basically the strengths that we had on the back of the tarot deck. This is about confidence. It's about feeling confident about yourself, about your mindset, being clear-minded too. It makes me associate like this card with the strength card from the tarot deck, which is not just physically but mentally strong. I feel like you're gonna get back on your feet, whatever you went through, my loves, and you're so strong that you're gonna get back on your feet and you're gonna be doing it fabulously well. I feel like your self-love, confidence, able to, appreciate yourself and value yourself with who you really are, and value your own opinions and desires, because perhaps this judgment here was clouded and you were not sure if what you're doing is right or not. And, there's a lot of perhaps feeling guilt and questioning, and it's a very, very disturbing mix of emotions, but it comes from a clouded judgment because of so much worry that you had in your mind. On the back, we have Angel of Love and Appreciation. So the Angel of Love and Appreciation makes me think about, again, appreciating yourself, loving yourself, because I'm looking at this card, how she hugs herself, how appreciative she looks. And then we have the Strength, basically, card here. Okay, let me get you one more card, and let's see what else can we see. So far, as you can see, it kind of points out, clears out a little bit of tarot. Okay, this one wants to come in, so... Okay, so One Ring Circus. What do we have in the back? Rock Bottom in reverse and Heal the Ouch. Okay, yeah, healing process. So rock bottom in reverse means that something that when you felt that you hit rock bottom, a situation that didn't move, or something that was burdening you, you improved this because it's in reverse. And then we also have the healing the ouch, recovering from something. The One Ring Circus makes me think always about kind of limitations, but like, in this case, I think you make those limitations. I think you won't allow just anybody to step in your life anymore. You know what you want. You know who you are. You have the self-worth, the self-love, and this is beautiful. And my loves, you will be able to put the healthy boundaries to let only the right person into your life. And I think those healthy boundaries, they start with you appreciating yourself and loving yourself more, and understanding and realizing that you deserve the best, my loves. Okay, let me get you one more card. But this basically makes me think, the number 6 makes me think in general about balance in all areas of your life. And the One Ring Circus makes me think about, sorry guys, I had to pause the video. Somehow I felt like a really tight feeling in my chest, so I think, this could be a heartbreak of a sort. I also started not feeling that very well, but we're back on track. So yes, I was speaking about this card, right? So One Ring Circus makes me think about like limitations, about being limited in space, basically, you see. But in this case, it makes me think about like the fact that you're doing those limitations, you're making those limitations boundaries, I would say, those healthy boundaries, in order to just bring the right and best person to yourself into your life. Okay, let me get you one more card. I'm gonna get you the Monology here. So let's see what else can we see about your situation. So the end of a tough cycle approaches. So we have the full moon in Capricorn. So something really burdening you, something really hard for you, it comes to an end, and you're recovering, you're finding yourself. I feel like you're truly gonna find your beautiful and amazing worth. You will realize how wonderful you are, and there is nothing wrong with you. If anyone ever made you feel like that, then they're the one that's wrong, because you're fabulous, you're beautiful, and you will find the self-worth and self-love as you progress with this journey here. On the back, we have the conclusions within a reach, great, same thing. And then it's time to release negativity. All right, yes, you're releasing something, my loves, and something that was really hard and burdening. You could be a heartbreak too, because as I told you, it was a little bit hard at some point to do this reading because I felt my chest getting tighter, so I had to stop it for a bit. Okay, so end of a tough cycle. And extra element that could be relevant to your case. It could be that you're a Capricorn, or the person who this relates to could be Capricorn, or you have Capricorn in your prominent areas. It could be moon, sun, moon, rising, or Venus, because we're talking about love here. Okay, I'm gonna get you 2 more cards. Okay. Fine, that was really fast. Free yourself. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. And you know what? We spoke with you about this right now. You will. You're taking back control of your life. You're in control of your own destiny, and you'll be able to attract what you want, what you deserve. But first, there's the self-love, progress, and recovery from something that was really confusing and hurting you, perhaps. Something that made you even question yourself and your own value before. On the back, we have attraction and passion. This could just refer about feelings about yourself and how you're going to be recovering eventually. I'm trying to get new messages, but there's like one strong message here that it just keeps repeating all the time. Maybe I can get you the monkeys. It is not called the monkeys. It never was. It's Mystical Keeper, but I'll call it the monkeys because they're just so cute. Okay, let me get you one more card. Oh, whoa. Okay, those 2 came down. Grief and adversity and a journey. Okay, so this could refer to that hard season, perhaps something really made you sad. And then we have the journey, which could relate either way about the fact that you're trying to maybe you will try new things, maybe it refers to you, that maybe you change locations, maybe you turn around your life. It could be also that you're taking it could be also metaphorical meaning of a journey, because we have number 1. It could be that you're changing, starting something new, because 3 and 2 makes it into 5 that talks about changes, and 1 talks about new beginnings. So it could be that you're taking in this new journey to exploration of something new in your life. This could be metaphorical. It could be also physically, realistically, 3D plane, talking about a situation that involves a journey. So maybe this person just went to a different place in a different country. Maybe it could be that there was a long distance. I keep mixing this word today. Long distance relationship, perhaps. It could be also that the element of journey and distance and different locations could be the reason why something didn't work out in this relationship, or it could be that it literally tells you metaphorically, not literally, metaphorically, that you're going to take a new journey to explore something new in your life after, recovering from this state. What did we have on the back? Actually, I'm curious. On the back, we have theft and unexpected money. I guess the unexpected money in this case could talk about kind of just blessings in general, and theft could be just something that was taken away from you. Since we're having this situation here about trying to, find yourself, your self-confidence, this theft could be talking about the fact that perhaps this situation made you feel devalued of a sort, and that's why we have the theft here. But then we have the unexpected money, which makes me think about the 2 different aspects here. It doesn't have to be literally with money. We're not looking at the monetary situation, so it could be that it refers to you just finding your value, basically. Let's call it like this. Let's look at it more metaphorically here. Okay. So yeah, definitely a cycle. You release something. We had so much release messages free here for yourself. End of a tough cycle. Release on the back of the Moonology cards to getting stronger. The strength repeated a couple of times on the back of the deck too. And finding your own worth, loving yourself like this, being confident about who you are, and setting healthy boundaries. So this is a short-term future from the moment when you watch it. So feel free to drop by later on in next videos, and perhaps you will see how this will progress later on. But for now, there is a beautiful self-healing, self-loving, and self-appreciation moment that you need to go through, my loves. All right, I think that's all the messages I can see for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it's really abrupt. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Let me know in the comment section below what resonated, what didn't. Also, feel free to like and subscribe if you feel like it, of course, but it really helps the channel, and I really appreciate every single one of you. I think that's, I was getting a message now, but I think that's it. Okay, so yeah, wishing you a great day, and I'll be seeing you in my next readings, my loves. Bye. Hello, grown-up series. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the blue lace agate here, then this is your reading about your love life in the very near future, basically from the moment that you click this video, because this is a timeless reading. So get comfortable, get cozy. This is not going to take that long actually, but in any way, get cozy and let's get started. We're going to look at your tarot cards first. Oh, there's a kid on the back. I wonder if the camera can pick it up. Anyways, we're going to start with the tarot cards first, and then we're going to have a look into your oracle cards to see a bit more clarification of your situation. So let's see what your love life is going to be like. Oh, we have the Hanged Man. Okay. Yeah, the King of Cups. And we have the Three of Cups. On the back, we have the Emperor and the Empress. Okay, interesting. So, what does this mean? So right away, what I'm seeing here is that it could be that there was somebody you've been waiting on. Or it could be, so there's two scenarios, but I'm going to go with the first message that I got. So it could be that for a long time, you've been expecting a relationship to happen or a person to walk into your life. It could be that for a long time, you have been single. I'm seeing the single situation here. And then somebody actually appears all of a sudden, but I see this relationship to develop first as a friendship, or more like you will have a very friendship kind of oriented relationship between the two of you. Either you or the other person, it could be mutual. The King of Cups can also talk about both sides. Could be that you have feelings for one another. In any case, this situation involves really beautiful feelings, really beautiful and kind of connected friendship feelings, but there is appreciation feeling here and feeling of a really warm and fuzzy feeling basically here. But first it starts as a friendship. I can see that there is a really nice bond in terms of a friendship or relationship with this person here. Now in the future, I think actually both of you really understand each other mentally really well, because we have the Empress and the Emperor, and this is very complementary in my idea when I'm reading. This is very complementary, and when we have the Three of Cups here with the friendship here, it makes me think that you have a really good understanding and communication between one another, and you're able to click well emotionally and intellectually. And the King of Cups talks about feelings. It can talk about romantic feelings that you develop from the right start and then you go on with the friendship. Or it could be that just in general you have really beautiful, fuzzy and appreciative feelings about one another, regardless if you're stepping in right now into a relationship romantically or not. But there is a strong and really nice connection here. It kind of gives off a vibe of soulmates too. You know, very understanding emotionally and intellectually connection. And it could be that you've been waiting for this person for quite a bit, actually, for quite a while. Because the Hanged Man makes me always think about like, you know, expectation time and nothing was really happening. The second message I was getting for some of you was that perhaps there was already this person in your life and there was a time when nothing was happening. And basically a shift of perspective, a shift of kind of a perspective in the situation, and also like something that changes within the situation makes you guys actually get together and get you more bonded, makes you get with this person in a more friendship level and kind of more interact more, communicate more, talk more. Yeah, so it's either way that you've been single for a while and then a great person actually appears and you have this mental and emotional connection with, or it could be that they're a long time, there's nothing really happening with a person that you had in mind perhaps, or that was around you even if you haven't thought about them, and then somehow things shift because perhaps one of you realizes that they would like to get closer to one another. But whatever the case is, we're gonna see the point of this is that this is a very good connection. This is a very complementary connection, and it happens after a long time of nothing happening of a sort. Okay, let me get you one more message here and we'll see what we can see more. This one. Yeah, okay, transformation. So something is changing. It could be, once again, there's not much clarity about whether this is a person you know yet or not, but it could be that either way, a situation with a person that you know changes and there is finally progress and more communication and more connection. Or it could be that after a long time of being single, not having a relationship and being in a relationship, you meet a person who just fits really well and that you really feel like you can click with really well. Because I feel like you didn't want just anybody. I feel like you were really wanting the right person for you, and perhaps even the reason why those of you who can associate with the single part, like you were single for a while, the reason why you were single for a while could be because you just want the right one, the perfect one that you could mentally and emotionally click with. So it looks like the single situation is changing. On the back we have the strength and we have the family. Interesting. Now in combination those two cards makes me think that this relationship is it has a potential for a long-term and secure ground. Basically it is not a fling of the moment. It is a relationship that's there to stay. And the strength and family, it can potentially indicate that you could have a family with this person in the further future if you would like to, or in the shortest future, depends on your situation. We don't really have a specification on this. But it does talk about the fact this relationship is going to be trusting, bonding, and secure. So it is a long-term thing to stay in your life. Okay, let me get you one more card and see what else can we see about this beautiful relationship of yours. There's a couple of cards I'm attracted to, but this is not supposed to be happening. So let's see. Contract. Interesting. In the back we have the garden, the gate, and the envy. I see. So the envy sometimes can talk about comparison to others when you look how other people can, find their second half, can build relationships, and why can I? This is how it was coming into my readings quite often. And the garden, the gate makes me think about the fact that, still, again, observing something, but not really stepping into it. Perhaps waiting for the moment, because the garden and the gate always talks about a period of time when you just need to cross the gate to a new stage, but something just, that you have a hesitation for some reason. Something just pulls you off this, and you cannot really make that step beyond the gate to this new area. And this could be because perhaps you haven't found the person before that is the right one to make you step that gate into this new life. I'm trying to bring an example and try to explain it, but it sounds really, I'm not sure how it sounds, but I hope you got the message. Anyways, we have the King of Cups and we have the contract in upright underneath. The contract always makes me think about a couple of things depending on its context here, and we have relationships, right? So the contract in this case makes me think it could talk about marriages because we had a family. It could also talk about your security with this person. It kind of makes me think about bonding, security. It doesn't have to be specifically marriage. It can be. In the long term, once again, we had a family, we have the contract. It can talk about marriages. So you might as well be marrying this person. But the clear message here is that this person, this relationship is here to stay because the contract talks about situations that are kind of bonding, kind of... if you think about the contract, there's an obligation there. It's basically, I'm trying to think of it as not as a fling of the moment, but more a secure relationship. And this is how this card is perceived when it comes in relationship readings. Okay, let me get you one more card here and we'll see what else can we see about the situation. So, let's see, group number 3. Sacred Pool. On the back, we have Deep Freeze and then Gentle Gardener. So something that, the Deep Freeze makes me think again about the Hanged Man, about things that were not moving and not happening. And the Gentle Gardener with number 2, which talks about partnerships, makes me also think about, gently the situation unfolds. So I don't think in this case you will jump right away. I mean, so far it was quite obvious that it won't be like a right away jump into passion. But it will be just one by one, you step by step, you're going to be kind of discovering about yourself, each other, in this relationship more. So that's really healthy actually. So you'll be able to understand each other much better in the process. The Sacred Pool, I feel like this is just talking about the feelings, how this relationship is going to feel like. It's going to feel very abundant, very blessing. It's going to feel very, just on the soul level, very bonding and understanding. And I think the reason behind this is also because you're going to start, step by step. It's not going to like you jump right into this passion, but you will nurture and you will grow on this relationship little by little until you reach the passion point. So that's beautiful. So let me get you one more card and see what else can we see about your connection with this person. So conclusions are within reach, and then on the back we have nothing's yet set in stone and a fiery climax is approaching. So conclusion within reach, nothing set in stone, I think, and with the fiery climax, is approaching, it makes me think that it will develop into something fiery, into passion. So if at some point you might think that there's too much friendship there and maybe you haven't made your intentions to mind like very clear, this is not there to be for that long. I mean, the friendship aspect will stay, but you will move to this fairly in this passionate relationship eventually. It's just, you know, there's just a very smooth and very balanced progression here, and this is actually really beautiful. And the conclusions within reach with the full moon here with the full moon eclipse. It makes me think also about the fact that you're not very straightforward with your feelings, you or the other person, because we have the moon behind those branches. So it's like the feelings are there, they're fully blossoming, but you're not really straightforwardly yet, you know, open about them and sharing them. So if one of you or both of you felt that maybe the other person just does friendship and that's all, and maybe there's no other feelings involved, that is not the case. Because I feel like after this friendship, this very bonding soul connection, there is this fiery moment that happens. And you know, Nothing Set in Stone talks about the fact that this is not just where it ends, there is a progression there, and there's feelings that either way you or the other person or both of you are not really completely straightforwardly honest about. But in a sense, that's a good thing, because you're able to kind of develop it step by step, and in any case, this very climax will happen. So it just feels like a very balanced, spiritually and mentally connection that evolves into something very passionate and more of a physical in the process. But I think this progress here that you have, like with just communicating, connecting, talking, it gives a lot of value to this relationship, because you're able to build an understanding about one another before you actually step into dating season, you know, and to be in a couple. And that's very precious. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna get you one of these cards. And let's see what the Romance Angel Oracle cards want to tell us. This one. Attraction. Yeah, so if you wonder, if you maybe already know this person, maybe you already were having a friendship, because it could be also the fact in these messages here that this hangman could be that you were with this person in a friendship relationship for a long time before it actually transforms into something more committed. So if you were wondering if there is attraction with this person, if it is there or it's not, it's there. it is there. And there are feelings, but you just not, both of you, one of you, it's not really, I mean, it's both of you, I guess, if you're still in the friendship zone right now, both of you might not be really honest with your feelings. So yes, there's a couple of scenarios. I'm going to just really quick go again with this all conclusion here. So it could be that you are single for a while and then you find a person, there's a friendship developing, and then there's feelings that are not told just yet, but they're, you know, gradually you open up, both of you, and there's this attraction, this fiery climax, this wonderful passion ongoing. It could be also another way that you know this person, as we talked about before, and it could be that there was just nothing happening with this person. It could be that you were just communicating as friends, not that much communication even happening, but this also transforms and improves, and you have more communication, more emotional bonding, and gradually it comes to a passionate relationship, because there are feelings. There are feelings in this relationship, my loves. On the back we have unrequited love and children. So this could be your thoughts, actually, because this came with this card here. This is our main card. It could be, as we talked about, that perhaps one of you or both of you think that the other person is not interested. And also it could be that one of you was acting very childish in some situations, maybe in the past. If you know this person, if you know who we're talking about, this could be that this person was not being very mature about some situations, and very, or maybe they were fearful to express their intentions, and one of you, could be the other person, thought that there is you know, it's one-sided, but it's not. It is not, because we have attraction. We have the full moon with this conclusion here behind the branches, which makes me think about hidden feelings. So yeah, no worries, it will work out the way it should. Let's get you the monkeys, the mystical keeper. This is the official name of them, not monkeys that I always call them. But let's get you these ones. I just want to get you any further information on this situation here. Anything that is particularly... Okay, gloomy thoughts. And let's get you one more. A little child. Okay, again, children. So children. On the back, what do we have? Marriage and house. Okay, that's a big contrast. So the gloomy thoughts could be, yes, the thoughts in between that maybe the other person doesn't have feelings for you. Maybe they were thinking that, you know, the gloomy thoughts, because you do see, I do see this like sacred pool, this beautiful relationship of friendship and understanding. But at the same time, perhaps because you were not very honest with one another in terms of your romantic feelings, there is this element of you're thinking perhaps the other person doesn't have feelings for one another. The little child again comes through. I'm not quite sure. It could be a specific message for you guys, because we had children on the back of the romance angels too. But it could also talk about that you will have children with this person. It depends. But it could also be talking about the fact that they were acting childish in the past. Maybe there are a lot of situations that, if you know this connection, it could be that there were situations that they didn't act very maturely, or they're avoiding responsibility perhaps to face their feelings, or whatever the case is, because those two cards came together. Just try to connect. Maybe you see more clarity about your own situation in those two cards. But yeah, if you don't know this person, this could just be gloomy thoughts about your relationships in general, and number 3s indicate to me connection. So it could be that you were thinking, why couldn't you meet the right person? Because, you know, we had the envy and somewhere in the back of one of the decks. You were comparing, perhaps, like seeing how other people were building relationships, and you were probably just bringing yourself down, thinking like, where is your person? But for everyone, there is a perfect moment when things happen, my loves. So the right person for you will come on the right time. And yeah, with a little child, in this case, then, if you don't know the person, it could be that this person will just, once again, actually act a little bit immature and try to, like, perhaps, or in this case, it could be also that they're really uplifting. There is messages also about little children when they come into my readings, that it talks about them being very uplifting, very, very playful. It could be that the person has a very playful personality, actually, which could also make them actually technically look immature in some cases. It depends on the perception. But yeah, okay, I think that's all. All right, yeah, I think that's everything. I don't think I feel any other messages. Okay, let me know in the comment section below, my loves, what resonated, what didn't. But I hope you enjoyed this reading. Make sure to subscribe and like if you did. It really helps the channel. It really motivates me to create more content for you, quality content. And yeah, I'm wishing you a great, great day, and I hope to see you in my next videos. Bye. Oh, and good luck with your love life. Hello, number 4s. Welcome to your reading. If you chose this beautiful, beautiful carnelian stone here, then this is your reading about your love life and what is going to be happening in your romantic life in the near future from the moment you click this video. So this is a timeless reading. It counts from the moment you clicked it, and it won't take actually that long. But in any case, get cozy and we'll get started. So first, we're going to start with your tarot cards, and then we're going to look into your oracle cards and we clarify and get additional messages to what we see. That being said, let's get started. Oh, and ignore the children in the back. I opened the window because it's really hard with the candle. It's really suffocating here. So yeah, you might hear children and dogs in the back. If it's too bad, I'll close it. Promise. Okay, so let's get started. So your romantic life, group number 4s. What can we see? We have the Page of Pentacles. Fine. We have the oh my god, 7 of Cups. Oh, this one. And we have the 2 of Cups. Okay, fine. No wonder I was saying 2 of Cups. Okay, great. On the back we have the Sun. Oh my goodness. And all right, and the 9 of Wands. What does that mean? First thing first, I do see somebody approaching you with more or less more of a material proposition, maybe an interest, maybe a hobby. They, in any case, they approach you with something, but their intentions might be a little bit different that they give off. Maybe it could be that either way you or the other person fantasize about one another quite a bit, or think about one another and how this could work out, and it actually works out even better than you anticipated. You see, on the back we have the Sun, and that is a very positive card to get. And this is clarifying the relationship, because the last card we got was the 2 of Cups, which is soulmate connection. And with the Sun card being one of the most optimistic cards in the deck, makes me think that this soulmate connection, once you get together, is going to be this beautiful sun situation, like very uplifting, full of joy, full of understanding. And this, I think, refers to your past. So it could be that you had a couple of unsuccessful relationships, or you were waiting for this person for quite a bit. That is actually a message that happened in a couple of piles. Okay, but I think this Page of Pentacles talks about your person. I think they're relatively young. Now, I'm not quite sure what this message is popping in, but they're relatively young. It depends, of course, on your age. But yeah, that message comes through, so I'm gonna say it. They're relatively young. Or you meet basically, get together when you're young. Depends on your perception of the word young, I guess. But yeah, they will come to you with some sort of proposition. I think it wouldn't even be that much of an emotional proposition, because I think they have a lot more going on in the background than they give off at the moment they approach you. But they'll be quite bold. I think they will show their affection quite strongly once they approach you, one by one. But yeah, I think they will approach you, and they will approach you with some sort of material proposition. I'm not quite sure what that is. I will get more clarification. But yeah, with this Seven of Cups, I think you will be daydreaming about them. They will be daydreaming about you. They will be like thinking about you and how this can go. And it's going to be a very beautiful and bonded connection, actually. This is the soulmate card. So once you get together, it's going to be a very understanding and very meant to be connection. This is actually the soulmate of yours. And all this warm, fuzzy feelings that comes from the Sun card, you can just try and associate that with this connection. I know I'm all around the place. I'll get more specific, just bear with me. Let's get you a couple of cards here. Aw, love. They come with love. Then we have healing and boundaries. Okay. Now this makes me think about the back of the deck that we had here with the Nine of Wands. Now there's a lot of messages I'm getting here, so I'm gonna try to structure it. But I think, let's put it like this. They come to your life after you've been experienced already pain and disappointment in a romantic relationship. So there is something that you have healed from before, and perhaps there's healthy boundaries that you put for yourself, and they come when you have kind of figured out and healed from the previous relationships. They will come forward already with intentions with interest, but maybe they won't make it that clear at first, but they will have an interest in you, and they will approach you with that thought, with those thoughts in the back. Because this makes me think that they approach you with some sort of, they might cover it up, they might approach you with some sort of proposition, perhaps, like just to hang out or to make a project together if it's like from work or studies. And I feel like this is like, they have a plan. They're quite bold. But yeah, the boundaries and the healing, I think you're not that easily approachable. You're not that easily approachable either. And maybe they see that. I mean, maybe that's why they don't go straight forward to you, like, just right away with their feelings, but they just go in a sneaky way. I think the past experiences, like some sort of past disappointment in love, has made you be a little bit more cautious about who to let in terms of your romantic life. Okay, let me get you one more card, and we see more clarity about the situation. Because I don't see the full picture just yet. There is so much yet. Oh, this one. Okay, they will come forward with something material. I'm not quite sure what that is. On the back, we have this chakra, the communication chakra here, the throat chakra, and the financial constraints. Interesting. Maybe it's gonna be through a work proposition or something. It's a very specific message, so take it as it resonates, but it could be that for some of you, it could be that you meet this person through work, through some sort of professional environment. And maybe they have an idea, maybe they somehow approach you with not a direct love intention, but that's what there is on the back of their head, basically. Perhaps because they perceive you as somebody who has boundaries and is not able to let people in that easily. But in any case, I do feel like this man holding a coin can also indicate that you're meeting through a professional environment or a career of yours somewhere, career, professional environment, your education, something that has to do with that area. And yeah, there might be, or it could be also another case, my loves. It could be a lot of things. Here, it can indicate that they're really supportive, actually. They're really supportive materially, because those two images have a very similar idea, and it makes me think that, considering the financial constraints on the back, there's just so many messages, I'm trying to get a hold of them. Okay, number 4, security. 4, security. Okay, I think they might come with some sort of material proposition, whatever that is. It could be that you meet in the workplace. It could be that maybe for some of you they're going to somehow support you financially, or maybe there's a collaboration in the project. There's some sort of element that has to do with more of a practical energy here. But they have good intentions because they're really interested in you, and this is gonna escalate to a beautiful relationship, as you can see here. I know I said I'm going to be more specific, but somehow it's just so much going on that I'm not quite sure. If it's a lot of messages going on in my head usually, and I cannot clearly one by one say it, it means there's an element of deception there. And it means that it's not that easy. It means that there are hidden feelings, and there's little by little steps until it gets to this point. Because not just, if I have a straightforward message, then it's straightforward to like a map, a road map, basically, how it connects all together. But if there is like a bit of confusion ongoing, it means that there's a lot of little aspects that play a role into this, and it's not as straightforward, and it means that also one of the people can actually be hiding their feelings or their intentions, and yeah. But nothing negative, just saying. It could be that they're hiding their feelings for you in the beginning. Okay, let's see, what else can we see here? Oh my goodness, these cards are really jumpy. Let's see, what else can we see? This one. Education. So maybe you do meet through education. Then we have follow the leader and wide open. Number 4s are repeating like crazy. Again, number 4 here, and then we had 4s before. I don't know why it stands out to me so much. It's more about security and stability of a sort. But yeah, we have education, we have a professional or career environment, or some sort of educational environment, something that has to do with your profession, basically. And this is where you guys meet. This is where you guys interact. This is through work, career, some sort of that environment. It could be, for some of you, that they're your boss, actually. They are quite wealthy. I think this person is quite well off. They're secure financially. And there's going to be a contrast between your situation and theirs, actually. At that point of time, I think they're going to be more secure than you are. So that's why I'm thinking that it could be a boss, or it could be that they have a higher position than you. But yeah, because we have followed the leader here too, right? And then wide open. Interesting. Somehow this reading really confuses me, but maybe you so far get the messages. There's some specific messages, but I really want to get like the scenario, you know, how this is going. Let's see. Let's add more cards. We're gonna get the clarity out of it. Okay, she who yearns, desire, how you would pronounce this name, yearn, longing, pine for. On the back we have she who loved once, and she who resists in reverse. Again, here we have an element of past disappointments, because she who loved once, fragile, secret love, rejection, you know. And then here, which is like she who resists, fearless, resistant. This too makes me think that perhaps you really set boundaries in your romantic life and you're not letting people in that easily. And this person actually really see that. But they really want you. I feel like with this desire here, they really want you, and they're kind of gonna find a sneaky way to get to you. Now, this person is definitely more secure than you are at that point of time, at the very least, when you meet. And they have feelings, which they're not gonna make clear right away, but they will show them in the process, just not to scare you off, I guess. And this is going to be through a professional environment, or through some sort of education or career. Yeah. Let's see what else can we see. Oops. This one. Finances and a career. Okay, definitely going to be through a career. The finances are really important here. Like we have Page of Pentacles. We have, because if it would be direct, you know, if it would be direct approach just with feelings, we would have the Page of Cups most likely, or some sort of cup energy. But here they come with a material proposition. We have a man holding a coin, similar images to here, and we have the finances and career, which is talking about financial issues that are a factor in your love life right now. Issues. We also had this one on the back. So either way, my loves, you're getting a sugar daddy and they're going to be sustaining you, or you're getting somebody who's going to materially help you out, or you meet this person through a material area, like your work, education, or your some sort of professional environment. And the career element is involved here. So you meet this person through work conditions, one way or another, finances conditions, and they have secret feelings for you that they will eventually open up to you, because it feels like they know that you have boundaries because of your previous experiences, most likely, and they will make it clear as things progress. They will just make their feelings more clear, so not just carry you off. On the back, we have what worth waiting for and the flirt. So yes, they will, I think, the first to them, they will wait to make their move so you don't get rejected right away, I guess. They've been very careful in this situation, I guess. That's how it feels. Interesting. And it's also interesting how I'm doing the reading for you, my loves, for this pile. Because in the previous ones, I was going just for the situation, but here I'm really digging into this person because it's a really interesting situation. It's really... I really want to get it clear, but there is some elements that are really hidden. Yeah, once again, it could mean that there is like just a lot of twists and turns that brings you together. It's not as straightforward and clear. And that could be right away because their intentions start off from a different angle than you would than direct love confession or whatever. Okay, let's see what else can we see. I'll get you one more card from the monkeys, which are actually called Mystical Keeper, but I call them monkeys, right? The main person. On the back we have Hope, Big Water, and The Long Way. Okay, they're really persistent. The Long Way, and we also had like some sort of long way type of messages on the back of the previous decks. I don't remember anymore. But anyways, it talks about a long process. Like they're there to stay, that they really will be determined. They really are stubborn, I guess. They kind of... And the main person with number 1 here. I think, yes, I think this refers to them actually. And this person is there to stay. And I think... if we look at this from a different perspective, it also could talk about the relationship being something that is going to last there for a long time. But I do feel like since we have this exploration, we have this explorer here trying to find a way. I think this has to do with a long way as in like a progression that changes, evolves. It's just before you get to this romance moment, there is a lot of interesting moments that have to, like, there's nothing negative. I feel like there is a positive moments here, but it's not as straightforward. They just don't come to you right away with their feelings, like here are my feelings. No, there is a couple of moments that are going to be here and there until it leads to the beautiful soulmate connection. Right. I might have confused you today, my loves. I'm not sure. Let me know how this reading goes for you. But that's all I can see for you, my love, for today. Let me know in the comment section below what resonated, what didn't. But this reading looks really interesting. I think it's very interesting. This is why it took so long to try and encrypt it. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed it, and feel free to subscribe or like this video if you enjoyed it. It really helps the channel and motivates me to create more videos for you, my loves. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section below about what this resonates. Maybe you saw some messages that I haven't picked on. That would be amazing. We can talk about this. But yeah, have a wonderful day, and I'll be seeing you in my next readings. Bye!